Manjanji here from Sufi Vibes, and we are discussing poetry of Shah Abdul Latif, right, as it is a classical heritage of Sindhi literature, and it contains beautiful thoughts in a beautiful form. Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai has composed only two forms of the Sindhi poetry. One is Baith and the other is Vai. These are Baiths, and Baiths contain beautiful thought about love, thought about all of the human behaviors, flavors, and human connectivity with the nature. Bhattai's poetry is also connectivity from individual to the collectivity, and from collectivity and individual to the with the nature, and to the whole universe. So Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai focuses on love as a connecting force of the world, and Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai also focuses on topography, range, flora, fauna, and general ecology and environmental considerations too, and his environmental advice contain the modern day environmental ethics too. So Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai has been remained very liking and pro-nature poet. He has focused to flourish all of the range flora, and he has focused the beauty of the fauna. So Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai in his Sur Sarangar melody of rainfall focused on love, focused on the prosperity, focused on the connectivity among people as an individual with the lover and beloved, and also people, masses. So it imparts message of connectivity through natural reflections and through the reflections of love. So today's Baith is Vijum Vasan Ayum Sarangu Chadyo Sage. Vijum Vasan Ayum Sarangu Chadyo Sage. The lightning announced the coming of rain, and the monsoon has adorned the bridal bed of the nature. Then Nuriye Nawazim Ghanyu Dauna Dei Beach. And that blessed Nuri are with the light has been abundantly favored, many generously multiply. Bit Khani Pat Halya Hari Maja Hedge. Farmers joyfully walked to their fields carrying seeds for cultivation. Razi Manja Rage Alam Sab Abad Theo. Contentment and delight spread everywhere, and the whole world flourishes. So that is the Baith from Sursaring, or melody of rainfall. It focuses on the system of rainfall along with thunderstorm and lightning. It focuses on the lightning and natural gifts in tenfolds, and it also focuses on farmers who were taking seeds to their farmlands for cultivation, and by irrigating the land, nature became very much content, and everyone feels joyful in that situation. So this is very beautiful Baith, and as far as Sursang is concerned, it revolves around the semantic field of rain, fertility, and prosperity. Rain, fertility, and prosperity. The vocabulary is predominantly rural and agrarian, reflecting the ecology of Sindh. As Vijum, lightning, functions as a natural sign announcing transformation, announcing arrival of the rainfall, arrival of the prosperity. Although nowadays, due to climate changes, and other considerations, lightning has been very dangerous too. Sage bridal bed is a powerful metaphor personifying nature as a bride awaiting union. So Bhatai has declared Saring as a bride. Age, joyful enthusiasm, expresses inner emotional readiness. The verse implies parallelism between natural events and human activity, creating rhythmic unity. The alliteration of re, seen, and va sounds imitates the softness and continuity of rainfall. So it contains all of the phonological effects in this bath too. Symbolical analysis, if symbolically we are focusing on this bath, then it is very much heart touching in symbolics. Rain symbolizes divine mercy or blessing, as it is said that rain is blessing. Lightning signifies awakening and hope, despite of its frightening thunderstorms and great glow and lightning. Seed represents potential and future life. Farmers symbolize faith expressed through action. They are cultivators. The flourishing word represents harmony between nature, humanity, and divine. Latif transforms ordinary agricultural imagery into universal spiritual symbolism. So Latif takes things from a very local environment by his sheer observation, and then he connects it to the international considerations or global considerations so as he can communicate the message of his thesis, his ideology. Philosophical analysis of this bit will be that philosophy of hope. If we focus on philosophy hope, then rain begins with lightning. Similarly, hope begins before fulfillment. So, hope is just like lightning in the rain. Philosophy of action. The second thing, farmers do not wait for certainty. They sow with trust. They sow with tawakkal, trust in God. Human effort must accompany divine grace. Then philosophy of prosperity. Prosperity is collective rather than individual. But I focus on prosperity as an outcome of collective efforts. The entire world rejoices in this way that alam sab abad thyo. Philosophy of gratitude. Abundance is presented as a gift requiring thankfulness rather than possession. So philosophically, this faith reflects four types of philosophical considerations: philosophy of hope, action, prosperity, and gratitude. Hope in the shape of lightning before rain, as hope before fulfillment. Philosophy of action in shape of farmers are taking seed to their farmlands, and philosophy of prosperity, but I focus on prosperity as collective outcome and collective effort, and philosophy of gratitude. Abundance is presented as a gift requiring thankfulness rather than possession. So, philosophy of gratitude liberates us from all of possessing considerations, and possessiveness takes us to the abyss of the conflicts, ever to be conflicts. Those are which very much permanent nature. Those are of permanent nature, and if we are coming out of obsessiveness, then we may tackle all of the problems and issues fairly. Sufi interpretation of this bayt will be rain is rahmat or divine mercy or blessing, lightning, spiritual illumination or kashaf, and seed is human potential, and field is heart, harvest is spiritual realization. So the poem suggests that even that when divine grace descends upon the heart, virtue germinates just as crops emerge after rain, and that prosperity becomes over there. Ecologically, this bayt is very much a strong bayt, or strong words to represent ecological dimensions of Thar or desert-like areas, deep respect for nature. This bayt reflects deep respect for nature, dependence of civilization on water, that is cross-cutting and throughout the world, that all civilizations emerged and grown at the banks of water. Either those banks are of sea or of rivers or other channels. Sustainable agricultural wisdom and harmony between humans and environment. So in this way, this bayt focuses much more on environment. Though Shah Abdul Latif has been the poet of 18th century, but he has tried to convey his message to delimit time and space limitations. So in this way, he has focused on environment too, and he also expressed deepest respect for nature in his poetry in all of the source, because he thought that love cannot be complete without loving to the nature and natural phenomena. So he focused on environment everywhere, and he reflects that civilizations always grown at the water, on the water, and sustainable agricultural wisdom is necessary for the globe, for the world, for all of the countries, because everyone needs foods, and food, grain are grown by the cultivation or agricultural activities. So he focused on sustainability of agricultural wisdom. So modern ecological philosophy echoes Latif's insight that water is the foundation of life, food is security, and social well-being. These three things which I has also focused in Sursarang and Surmari and other sources too. So Vitai is very much nearer to the modern ethics of environmental sciences. He focused on foundation on water as a foundation of life, food as a security, and as a social well-being. If we are looking on this bayt's contemporary relevance, because in these days we are also facing many problems throughout the world, right from the wars and crises to the different considerations about AI and other things, outbreaks, and so many things are there. There is great relevance of this bayt to the modern considerations. Firstly, this bayt focuses on climatic resilience, and it is necessary that climatic resilience should be part of all our experiences, learnings, teachings, and observance, because we can observe any of the environmental things or influxes in the world as it has been in the past. So all of the people are experts of the world are focusing on climate change. Although it is not climate change, it is climatic influx that has created this situation in the world, as there has been hot weather grown in the Europe even, and there are different patterns throughout the subcontinent, patterns of rainfall. So climatic resilience very much necessary for the survival of people and for our societies. Water conservation. Nowadays, the world is facing the dearth of water. People are consuming extravagantly water, and they are not taking care taking care of water, because people are unaware of this thing, that they can produce everything on water, but they cannot produce water. Though they know the formula of the water, that it is a combination of molecules of hydrogen and oxygen, the world can survive. Water conservation is focused in this way. Sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture is necessary for the world, because world needs beings are very much unable world needs such type of grasses and livestock and those things. So agriculture is necessary, because it also favors to the topography, and it also favors in a way that it prevents deforestation, and it provides afforestation to the and food security. There are many talks, discussions throughout the world, and even of the UN organizations, that there is insecurity of the food everywhere. When there are crises, or droughts, or wars, or other conflicts, there becomes insufficiency of food, and we need food. So, but I in this breath also focuses on the food and community cooperation, because we are living in shared world, and we must cooperate among themselves. Without cooperation, we cannot create a world living smoothly, and community cooperation will lead us to the much more safer and secure and beautiful world. And hope during environmental uncertainty. Environmental uncertainty is imminent during some type of climatic crisis and influxes, and we must be trained in a way that we must remain prepared for it, and we can address it, and we can reduce its risks. So Latif reminds us that prosperity depends upon both the nature's generosity and responsible human effort. And all of these considerations are concluded, then we can say that Shabdalati Bitai transforms the arrival of monsoon into a comprehensive philosophy of life, philosophy of environment, philosophy of resilience, philosophy of survival. His message teaches hope precedes prosperity. Divine mercy inspires human action. Agriculture is both livelihood and spirituality. Collective welfare is the highest form of prosperity. So, this breath is simultaneously a celebration of nature, a celebration of spirituality, celebration of labor, and celebration of universal human flourishing. So you saw that Shabdalati Bitai has described so many things in 4 lines, and in 4 lines he has given a good ideology for a resilient environment. and through that resilient environment, we can survive fairly and squarely. That is the message of Shah Abdul Latif Bhai. Thank you very much who are watching me online and who will watch this video. Kindly share your ideas on these concepts of Shah Abdul Latif Bhai, and we will be again together through these things, and we can also make questions and answers too. So I'm appreciating everyone's role who are watching online or who will watch this video. Thank you very much.